Begin by downloading this image here. And you'll see it downloads as a PSD, so we're simply just going to click and it's going to automatically open in Photoshop. So the first thing we're going to do is down here, we've already covered your first two sets of selection tools. Now we're going to go to Object Selection Tool. So if you click and hold here on the fourth tool in your toolbar, you have these three tools here, which we're going to cover in this tutorial. With the Object Selection Tool selected, you click and drag out almost like a rectangular marquee around the object that you want to select, such as a swan. And you'll see it does a pretty good job of selecting. However, I need to edit this selection just a tad bit. So I'm going to do Control plus to zoom in. I'm going to go ahead and pan up with my space bar. And I'm going to edit the selection just a little bit with my lasso tool. So if you remember from the last tutorial, the Alt key tells your selection tool to subtract. So I'm actually going to hold down the Alt key and circle around the areas that I don't want selected, because you'll see here I selected parts of the water. Here I'm going to draw out a little triangle. I want to cut this out. And then if you accidentally say unselected parts, hold down your Shift key and you can add parts back into your image. So see how down here, so I'm going to hold Shift and just draw with my lasso around that part. Okay, so from here we're going to go ahead and brighten this up because he's a little underexposed due to being backlit. So I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments. We're going to do Brightness Contrast. And you want to brighten up the swan, maybe boost up the contrast a bit. Hit OK. And then go ahead and hit Control D or simply click to undo your selection to move on to the next tool.